How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Guardians of Gamers, and today it looks like we got some official news that Xbox, Nintendo, and Sony will not be part of this year's E3, despite that E3 didn't make an appearance last year and is scheduled to have an appearance this year, but as of right now, it looks like it's not going to be happening this year, or maybe the next. So yeah, without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into the details as always, shall we? So it starts off saying that E3's first physical event in 4 years was supposed to be a triumphant return for the trade show, an opportunity to recapture some of the excitement of the past conventions, which historically had been major showcase events for the games industry. But however, it appears that when E3 2023 hits the Los Angeles Convention Center in June, it will be without three of its important draws. IGN has heard from multiple knowledgeable sources that Xbox, Sony, and Nintendo won't be part of E3 2023 or have a presence on the Los Angeles Convention Center show floor. So this information comes from the heels of Xbox's announcement last week that it would be returning to Los Angeles for its annual summer showcase, while declining to confirm whether it would be part of the show itself. And speaking with the IGN last week, Xbox CEO Phil Spencer said the platformer holder is timing its showcase with E3 at the moment. In quotes, he said, "Convenient for press and even consumers at the event, meaning it's likely a roughly aligned with the event itself." And Spencer also stressed that Xbox's public support for E3 and the Entertainment Software Association, also known as ESA. But however, IGN understands that the Xbox won't have a booth on the show floor. So in quotes, this is what Spencer has to say. Well, Phil Spencer said, "E3 is just to me one of the seminal moments of gaming. I love the history of going down to LA, thousands of people there, getting to see the new things, getting to see people in the industry, the fan and events that we have had, and I definitely want that to continue." And however, Xbox is on the board of the ESA, and I think successful and healthy ESA is critical to what we are trying to go do. So we place our showcase like we always have done at the time where hopefully it is convenient for the press and even consumers that are going to the E3 event, and that's what we're trying to do now. And we will continue to work on ESA in the terms of their plans. And as I said, we are on the board, and we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to help to make E3 successful. So Xbox current plans for the showcase remain unconfirmed. But the previous years, it has held a showcase, preview events, and press mixers. Internally, Xbox has recently suffered layoffs and other cuts, forcing it to tighten its belt following a year that raw virtually no major releases. So Xbox's decision not to have a formal presence at E3 show floor comes as a surprise given its support for the event in the past. Out of so-called Big Three, it appeared that the most likely to be at E3, not the least because it has several major releases to promote in 2023, including Starfield. And Nintendo has also traditionally maintained the booth at E3 show floor, even after pioneering the direct format. But however, IGN has heard from sources around the industry that neither Nintendo nor Sony will be at E3 2023, with PlayStation originally dropping out in 2019. Over reported disagreements with the Entertainment Software Association, it is currently unclear whether Nintendo and Sony intend to time showcase with the event. And representatives from Nintendo, Sony, and Xbox and ESA did not return a request for comment by press time, and Repop provided the following statements. So E3 is such a significant event for the gaming industry, and being entrusted with an important cultural touchstone is not responsibility Repop takes lightly. And since Repop took on the contact to run E3 6 months ago, we have worked diligently with ESA members based on their feedback to create a new types of E3 that supports their goals and needs. So this process has taken time due to tremendous amounts of stakeholders offering input, though we appreciate that we could have been more transparent to questions for which we were still finalizing the answers, and we continue to work tirelessly to create a show that brings together the global gaming industry. And we believe we have created a new format for the event that serves the needs of both the industry and its fans. For both the industry and its fans. I guess I'm guess I'm kind of a little worn out today. Bear with me, guys. And are committed to building and growing it in the coming years. And as we spend much of 2022 refining how E3 2023 would take shape, reflecting on the feedback we solicited, we did not send a single contract to an exhibitor until the start of this month, and we have received tremendous amounts of interest and verbal commitments from many of the biggest companies in the industry. And when we are ready to announce the exhibitors, we are confident it will be a lineup that will make the trip to Los Angeles well worth it for the industry and consumers alike. So yeah, I think the article is going to keep on going. So yeah, it's talking about a big blow for E3, saying yeah, all that stuff, saying okay, it looks like Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony are not going to be present. So, which is actually like the big three that usually comes the highlights of these kind of events. And so yeah, I gotta say, guys, looks like Nintendo, Xbox, and Sony are not actually going to be at E3 this year, which is kind of a shame because of all the legal reasons that have been going on behind the scenes. And of course, it was kind of like, going downhill even before where the COOF happened. And also the COOF kind of like caused all these in-person events not to happen. And now they had but still try to continue into back in 2021 where they had like a more of a direct style, if I remember correctly. And then, we're going to try to do it in person again now that all the craziness with the COOF that happened back in 2020 is now starting to fade down a little bit, start to calm down. But right now, looks like the big three are not going to be there, and kind of a shame. But hey, but at the same time, which is not really that much of a surprise ever since we got Nintendo pioneering the kind of created the blue sea of with their directs, and now it's kind of slowly turning into the red sea because with Xbox and Sony now adopting that format as well. But hey, as much as I enjoyed watching E3 over the years, and I have to admit that it has kind of like been on a decline anyway, in my personal opinion. And so yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. And if you found it to be helpful and informative, then be sure to drop a like as always, because it does help the channel out a lot. And subscribe for more content like this. Hit the bell to be notified whenever my next video is going to drop, and got your own thoughts, your opinions with Xbox, Nintendo, and Sony not making a presence at this year's E3. Then go ahead and sound off in the comment section below and get a discussion going. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you all in the next one.